careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
We want it. Come to my world. At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Head the street. Head the street. Wide. Get wide.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring them back within 4. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 29, Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Arizona.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
On first down, Archer. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Now Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Cardinals 20, Buccaneers 16.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Just like that. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Check back. Check back. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw.
A check down here to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Bruce Arians taking exception to that last call, and he's going to throw out the challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. think he was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw again on second down. Murray flushed out right. Williams brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Murray to air it out again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Dancing to his left. Touchdown! Max Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Buccaneers 16.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to... Turnover there in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack it for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Archer and the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 26.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 16.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Choose the mic.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On second down, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. They'll try and throw for it, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Murray off play action. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Hands it off out of the gun. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 3rd down, Archer. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th and goal.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop. Fournette is in trouble, and he goes down to the end zone. 2 points, that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 44. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Archer, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Murray to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know, we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final.